Hello, this is December 27, 2025, and I wanted to recording something before I forget it, because it was, I think it was the night between Christmas Day and next day. It was the night of between 25 and 26 it happened, and it was that I had like a dream in the night, and this seems like it is not for me. It's something that I should tell someone of you that listen. I think he belonged to you, not to me, because I couldn't recognize him. But it was like I was standing in an tree. It doesn't look like my home, but I was in a tight tree hall, and there was 5 people coming in, and those two first that they only walk through me, and the two last they didn't do anything. They only passed me by. But that one in the middle of them, they were 5, and then the one that was in the middle was something special with. It was a man, but he had dark brown hair, long hair, and it was curly in the end of the straws, the hair, only curly on the shoulder of him, there, that hair, and he was slim, and it was not that he didn't talk to me, but he smelled very much of old alcoholic fragrance, and it was other things in him also. So he was full of drugs and drinking, and my father was alcoholic, but he never smelled like that. This man smelled like he was on more like in the street, like he had not taken a shower for a long time. And my father, he take a shower every day, and it could be 2 to 3 times a day he take a shower, because he didn't want to smell alcoholic. So this man he was not my father, and he was young. It's hard to tell the age of him, but he was like 35 to 45, somewhere there. And it was only that I felt the smell of him, and that was not a dream, because in the dream there is nothing to smell. You can look at something that have like a perfume on it, and you don't smell it when it's a dream. But this was smelling, so he was a real spirit that come through in that way. and I don't recognize him because most of my ancestors, those that I have met of my relatives, they were never long hair on them. They were nice cut in the hair. So this is, and I could tell like he was like he could be like a woman, this spirit, because that long hair he had, and he had not really a man face. He was very clean in his face, and but that is what I was thinking I should talk about. That when you know when there is spirits, because they can give you some smell, something you smell, fragrancy. They can give you that for you to understand who they are, like that. So we must know the difference between a dream and when a spirit is coming in our sleep. And dreams are dreams that you don't talk to someone in the dream. I have now, since I moved, I know I was right. I had to move. That was no doubt about it now, because I'm sleeping very well, and I can wake up many times in the sleep, but it's not because of my neighbors over me in the ceiling that doing something. It's because I need to go to the bathroom sometimes. And so it have been, like I say, many dreams. It's nothing that I really remember. I can remember a little of it, but not like when it's vision, because the vision, when you get vision, you remember them. And sometimes it can hold you a whole day before it's disappear. So it's more deeply taking you when you have a real vision or a spirit is coming and visit you. I hear that people don't understand this between what is different between dream and visions. They think, they say that sometimes to me, oh, you had a dream, they say, or this other strange things. I don't really know what it is, because I am not interested of it, but it's like a lucid dream, like that, something. And sometimes say you take drugs, like that. It's mushrooms in you, like that. I don't take any drugs, and I hardly take any medicine. I take medicine for high pressure, blood pressure, and and blood sugar, and then I take medicine for my pancreas. That's the 3 medicine I take. I don't take other things. So they are totally wrong when they say that to me. And it's hurt when they say that. I try to not be hurt, but it hurt me. Because I am so much against medicine, as my mother was. She'd be crazy because she took so much alcoholic and so much medicine that she needed. She didn't need to take, but she took it. And so it's hardly that I take some medicine. And the doctor have very hard with me that because I don't accept medicines. And they must convince me very much to take something. And I believe in the natural healing of the body, but sometimes when it's crisis, you need to take it, and even nerve pills, but that it should only be temporary, not a lifestyle. And sometimes you maybe need to sleep, but a sleeping pill should not be for the whole life. It's temporary things. I'm not against it. It's very much crisis, and the doctor need to do something with you. And but I don't say that to buy drugs and other things from the street. That is not. It's a real no. And so I have my neighbors in the ceiling that running around, but I think it have been people in Christmas time only. I hope it's gone now. Monday, at least. I hope so, because it have been very much running. And then yesterday I got the first time they come and took trash my home. But today they didn't show up, so I don't know what's going on. And I pick up much trash that they should take, and now it's standing in the door and waiting for them to pick up, but it's too late now. It will be tomorrow, or else I have to tell them you only come once, and you should come every day. And I try to make them take at least one box every time they are here, so I can be rid of those boxes that was used for moving, so they can take it and put it in the trash. I will see how it can be, as I don't have anyone that help me at all, and my legs are not. It's going worse and worse, and I don't know what will be, because I soon can't walk at all, and because it's so painful. And I have to go to bed many times a day because of the pain I get from the knees. Make me take out all the energy in my body. So I don't know what to do if I can't get the surgery on my knees. And it's like crazy that I should be disabled only because they don't want to make a surgery on me. So I need this, like I told you the last episode, that I need to be more famous so the doctor can understand that it's important for me to stay alive and do this podcast like I do now, and that they do the surgery on me. But it seems like they want to kill me. They don't want to heal me. So I need to heal in some way. And I know God is talking about to support me with money. You that understand this. And so I can pay off my bills, and that I can get the surgery because I'm famous. They get surgery. They don't need to beg for surgery. They get it because they have there is a golden card that they can use in the hospital. It's for wealthy people that they have a golden card, and then is it those that is in sport, that is in the Swedish national team. If they be hurt, then they get the surgery directly. And we other people, we have to wait for many months before we can get surgery. And like me, they don't think that I am worth it. I am not worthy to get the surgery. They think I'm old. I am old, but not so very old. And then I don't have any relatives, and I am not married, and I am on my own. And so they think that there is nothing. Why should we do a surgery on her when she is by herself and old, and no one cares if she'll live or die? They think so. And if you make me be more famous, so they can see it and understand that I I'm value for many people in this world. I have done healing on people also. I have helped people in 25 years. And so I have a value. I was telling you about this woman that had been in wheelchair in 15 years, and God told me that I should go and lay hand on her. And the last time I saw this woman, she was kicking football with the kids, and she couldn't walk for 15 years, but I lay hand and I healed her. And I healed this girl that couldn't walk and talk. When God told me to lay hand on her, and suddenly she could walk and talk when the doctor said she should never walk and talk again. And I have tell you about those people and those twins I took care of. And the one of the twins, he couldn't talk, but he was talking to me, and I told him, his father, what that boy that couldn't speak was telling me. And those things I say to his father, I could have never ever have known those things. So it was a shock. I have done many things for people, and I do many things by obey God. When I started this podcast, and some of you have been healed of what's going on with this podcast. So I really need your support, not with only money, because some people don't have money, but I need you to tell other people that this podcast exists, and it's on many platforms. It's on Amazon, and it's on Storytel, and it's on YouTube, and it's on Spotify. It's many places where it is, and so you can point it out to people so they can start to listen. I know some people only listen 10 minutes, and I have recording over 1,000 episodes, and they only listen 10 minutes of something, and then they decide to not listen again. And that we can't do anything about, because it's a free will if you want to come closer to God, or if you want to be lost in the darkness and not coming into God's fold that I teach you about. In the beginning, I teach you about Jesus, and then I am coming through Jesus, and it's showing it because I left Jesus garden, my old home. I left there. If I had believed it was Jesus as God, I have stayed there. But I was free to go, and so I did. And I know Jesus is not God. I know it for fact, because I have been in God's throne room, and there was not Jesus sitting on the throne. Jesus was in the garden. I saw Jesus in the garden when I was in heaven. So this is what I wanted to tell you. This, there is someone. It was a spirit that wanted to tell you, and maybe he passed away now in this Christmas, and he passed me by to tell someone of you that listen that he is on his way to heaven. He passed by me, so he is on his way to heaven. It doesn't matter what he have done just before he died, because he can get a new body, a new person in heaven. And I have told you that in heaven I have seen some of my past boyfriends that have done drugs and drinking, criminal things. They are not in heaven in that age they passed away. They were younger, and I understood that they were in that age just before they started to drinking and do drugs and do criminal things. That's how God do it. God doesn't tell people to go to hell. God doesn't want people to go to hell. But instead he can make them be in heaven out on the meadow like young men before they were stop playing. They are playing in the meadow. They are alive, but they don't remember how their life was here on earth. They are only playing and have no problems at all. But they are not in the city of heaven. They are playing around and not remember anything of the past. I have a spirit coming in here. As always, I don't know what these spirits want to tell me. I mean, it can be a man or a woman or just a spirit, because there is no gender in that spirit. So they can place themselves as if it was a spirit male, he can be a woman now. So it doesn't matter, because they can take any gender or not be any gender. And the first thing I see is that he take off like dust, or is it snow? It's snowing here in Sweden, but he sweep off his something that he had with him into this home, and it can means that he also come far away, and he coughing a little to start talking, but you know they talking in telepathy, so it's something. He have it. He say he have a Christmas gift to someone of my listener. He's saying that, and he's saying, surprisingly, she didn't knew that I should come back. She thought I was gone forever, and she was never asking where I was. She miss me, but she don't want to think about me, he's saying. She have trained herself to not think about me. He say it was a mess when he left. That's why you don't want to think what happened. It was a really bad accident when he left, he say. That's why he sweep off himself, the body, because it was a really messy accident. It's a chip. He's showing me that he was on a ship, but it doesn't mean that it was there, it was the accident. But he wanted to tell you that he was a seaman, sailor, and working in the military. He is telling me now. And now he says something, and it's not Christmas. He say Chris. He say he's someone had that name, Chris. He's saying that. And now he say a very hard word. Polvoro. I have never heard it before. Polvoro. I don't know if it's a last name or is it the first name. But he's saying that. It's two names. He say Chris, and it can be a short name. This. It can be Christopher, and then the last name, or is it the first name? He maybe called for two people that live here today, and he looked like being in the past in Russian dressed like a Russian with a gray what is called gray clothes, and he's showing me that he have this black helmet with much gold, but then he said a Spitz. It's Germany. I say it's German. It touched me when I say German. It's a Spitz. It's this sharp arrow on the top of the helmet. Yeah, he really showed me that he was. I think he's not Russian because he answered me when I say Spitz, and that is what it is on the helmet. He gave me a little headache up in the right, on my right side of my head, in the right eye, and up in the brain. That was what killed him. He's saying that to me. I'm not coming home for Christmas, he's saying. I don't know what it means. But I tell you what he's saying. Even if I don't know what it means. But you that the message is for you understand it. Maybe not when you hear it just now, but when you are later on, when you think about it, you understand. I'm not coming home for Christmas, he say. So now I asked him if he belonged to this man that I had in the night that coming with long hair. No, he say it's not. They are not together. He was he just coming to tell you that everything is fine. Everything is fine. He is comfort, and of that body that was in that accident, like crash into like a pole or something, that he don't have it with him. He is full, complete. He's satisfied with what he are, and he say that to you, that it's not good for you to try to not remember what's going on, and that you don't want to be a part of this with the accident. He say that I don't know what it is, but that's what he tell you about, because you have to rest your brain. You're holding inside your brain. You have not let it go. It will never let you go if you don't let it loose. You have to let it go, come free. He's saying that. That's why he coming now when talking. Let it be free and take care of it. You heal it in that way, that you open up and let it out. And think about it, because that was a time that when you didn't understood. But you understand it today. If you only let it out. That's what he's saying. And now he's showing, he's leaving now. So I hope the message will reach you. And I think it does. Maybe not today, but later on you understand it. So it's time for me to end now. And there is a prayer, a Christmas prayer that is done. It's about that 2026 will be a peaceful year, that everything will stop what is going on just now, and that in some way a very very good person will sit in the top of the whole world, and not doing political things for his own good, not because he is selfish. Someone that's coming, that know he have to, or she have to take care of everything now in the world. It's have been a really mess for a long time here in the world. And we need to let it come through, that what is good and not what is bad. Let the bad disappear and the good come into 2026. And you know that you that have followed me in this podcast, you know that the 7 years are ending now, because the angels have told us that it started with the COVID-19, and here in Sweden it came in February, March 2020, and it will be 7 years, and it was started in the world in the end of 2019, and then it's 7 years. So this year that will come, 2026, is start to clean up, and in the end of the year will it be this 7 years have going through, like the angels have told us. And I really understand and know it will be what they are telling us, even if it seems strange for us in 2019 and in the beginning of 2020. But that's where it will be next year, in the end of and in the beginning of 2027. It will happen things. So it's on its way to happen, and it have happened like a miracle for me. Is it at least that is people talking very much about UFO, and those things I have told you for 4 or 5 years ago, they are real today, that people can understand what I'm talking about when I have been abducted of UFO, and what's have going on in my life, that there is much more people that understand it and am interested to hear about it. So things is going to happen. The end of the war will end. The storm will never last forever, and it doesn't will. And if we can't change the world to be good, then there is spaceship that is coming and take us away from this planet to a better planet. And now he's waving with his hand and leaving here. So I'm leaving also. And I thank you for listening. And I coming back to New Year Eve or New Year Day and do a recording again if nothing happen. But if something happen, I will recording it. Thank you, and God bless you.